Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague Season 3, and I'm on the casting panel today. Joining me is Wagger in place of Andy. He's having a day off. He's now
I think he took the day off because of the electric thing that
I think he did.
He knew about this.
He's too
the
old
video
for that.
even talked to Draskell, and then suddenly I get to take this shit. Fucking Draskell. I'm gonna punch him
probably
next
his
time I see him.
idea was at home. He's like, right
Probably.
guys, it's the day that I'm not coming in.
He's the man behind the mask,
electrician.
is that what you're saying?
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe he's sitting at home just wearing that mask, you know, it's one of his fetishes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the draft. Alliance versus Burden United. Well, so far what we're seeing, they're getting rid of the Undying, they get rid of the Co-op Alliance, and Burden United in response, they do ban out that Nature's Prophet, and they do ban out the Ake IO, but that's, of course, is going to mean Ake's got his Chen. They've got the Beastmaster, which we imagine for Bulldog, and Burden United, it's quite clear what they want to do with this draft, Visage.
Oh, wow. This draft is already shaping really quickly here. Like, sometimes the first two picks doesn't tell you much, but from both sides this time, Alliance have a Beastmaster and Chen. The push is going to be immense from their team. And on the side of Burden United, you have Visage and Drow combination. Of course, if you want to have this combination, you have to go for it in the first phase, pretty much. Visage is a high-tier support right now, and if you pick Visage, Drow is going to get banned out in second phase. That's simply how it goes.
Now, with the Drow Visage, obviously the third component to that classic trifactor is the Vengeful Spirit. It's not been banned out. Do you see Burden United taking that, or is it not essential, or is he just so good for that playstyle?
I would say the Venge is not that essential to it, but it's still very nice. Like, you very often need a stun alongside Visage, so I think they should pick it up. Might be a support gyro though here when they go for it. We'll see what they want to do. I think the more important part was the Puck being banned out by Alliance though, because that's a great hero for Drow and Visage strat. It's like one of the most popular core heroes when you have Drow and Visage already is Puck.
And is that just down to the fact that you can then help the Puck win his lane even more confidently?
You help him win
aura?
the lane, and he also brings in the Dream Coil, which is amazing for a hero like Dry Ranger, because you don't really want to max the Frost Arrows when you play this style. You just go really greedy. You might max them later on, but just having the Dream Coil allows the birds, the Drow, so many of your different heroes to just deal the right clicks that you have. And yeah, the reason I say Venge isn't super important is because the strat revolves quite a lot around the birds of Visage.
Yes.
And now picking up Gyro, I think it's more of a block pick actually, because Gyro is a pretty nice hero here for Alliance. Like, if they get Beastmaster Chen, snowball really hard, get a farm Gyrocopter, that's pretty dangerous for Dry Ranger to go into. But this is the only downside to it is that they do the same thing as Alliance did yesterday. They picked Gyrocopter into a Beastmaster. And
yes, and you're saying about the fact
that,
yeah, Gyro isn't the smartest pick just due to the fact that he's going to get a BKB and Beastmaster's always going to be there with the Roaring. And against a Visage and a Drow and a Gyro, you're always going to be going for the Gyro.
But this is not looking to be a, single core farming Gyrocopter though. No. So here it's fine. Like, it's just the position 1 ultra farming Gyro, and relying, like, putting all your eggs into that basket is kind of dangerous against a beast who can lock you down. And with the Queen having a Hex as well. In that previous game. But here I think is more fine, they could get away with it. I would have liked the Witch Doctor pickup more, I think, just because it's so great against Chen in the early on. Even against Beastmaster, you always have something to bounce towards. There we go. Pycat gonna get his hero once again with the Sniper.
Indeed, and Doves, Pycat one of the players that's still has a belief in the Sniper, even after the nerfs. I mean, in your eyes, Sniper still a very relevant hero, or only very situational?
I would say he's, like, this patch is so open, you can do so many things, but I wouldn't say he's very relevant. He got 6 different nerfs. I mean, all of them pretty minor, but still, that's a heavy blow to any hero. So he could work here. But I think that Burden United's draft looks pretty well shaped now. I didn't like their first 2 picks into the Beastmaster and Chen. Drow and Visage doesn't feel like it's great against it because you need to win early on. You had a Drow Visage game yesterday, and we talked about how they need to win early on, and then it's about what you can do when you have like 10k gold lead. Can you break high ground? Here, with Chen and Beastmaster being picked up, it's kind of likely that Alliance want to take control early on. So we'll see how it works out. But Witch Doctor and Gyro kind of salvages their pick quite a bit, I would say.
Yeah, so this looks like Gyro is going to probably be returning to that more familiar position 1, I'd imagine, with Drow in the mid, or do you think they might put Gyro in the mid and Drow in the safe?
They could do dual lanes, I think. If they do dual lanes, then maybe Drow Ranger mid is a little bit more solid. If you're going up against a Sniper, you don't really want to do that as a Gyrocopter, I think. So Drow Ranger could definitely last it against the Sniper, but we'll see what they really want to do. Earthshaker is a good block pick here as well against the Gyrocopter, so he can't run in that much. And you also have a super long range disable against the Witch Doctor ulti. So it's a nice little pick. Both teams drafting pretty reactively to what the others are drafting. So the first two picks set their pace for their draft. They have an idea, they want to do it. Then you have to make sure that you're not going in blindly, just taking heroes and like, oh, we want to do this strat. But they're actually adapting to what the enemy went in thinking.
Well, final ban for the side of Alliance. Looking at the side of Birding United, possibly, you know, that second core, if they want to run the dual lanes, they're going to ban out the Brewmaster. And is there any reason why you feel Alliance might have been scared of a Brew pick?
I think it's the right idea. They need to ban out a melee initiator of some sort. Brewmaster would be a pretty good hero. I think the silence of Drow Ranger is still fast enough. You can easily silence him when he jumps in, because the casting time is very slow now on the ultimate Primate split. But yeah, this is a good ban, I suppose. They need to remove melee initiators for sure. That's like, that's all they need now. Burning United. Oh, they're going all in on the range. I never really liked these type of drafts, but it's doable. They have the rat. Like they're trying to rat against Alliance here. They have the Weaver, Drow, and Visage Birds, and they're gonna try to play on every lane and just keep the enemy away. So this could be dangerous if Beastmaster picks up at Travels at any point in this game.
You'd imagine now they're almost going to put the Drow in the mid lane, and then do you think they'll just run an aggressive tri-lane with the Gyro, Visage, and Witch Doctor and leave Weaver in the solo safe, or will they keep the tri-lane defensive?
Yeah, what you just said is the most likely. To have Weaver defensive solo, Drow mid, and aggressive tri-lane with Gyrocopter sounds like the absolutely most likely option. Then you also, with your aggressive tri-lane, you might be able to keep Chen busy on top lane, so he cannot do what he did yesterday, destroying the mid lane. And Lina is going to be picked up as well by Alliance. So it's not Pycat on the Sniper. They're picking up that for Loda. Of course, Lina, one of the favorite heroes as well for Pycat, and still relevant in this patch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was going to say, I'd be surprised at how little we've seen the Lina, because she's, I mean, the only nerf was to the Aghanim Scepter range. Other than that, she's still the same hero she was before.
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing, though. Everyone is building the Aghanims and reducing the range by, I think it was 300.
Yeah, 1250 to 950, I believe.
Yeah. Exactly. That makes a pretty big difference. So we'll see how it goes.
Still very good against very squishy heroes, especially like the Weaver core, and arguably the Gyro, who's not going to be that, you know, tanky in terms of HP until the very latter portions of the game. But if Pycat gets a good start, he's going to be easily able to blow up any of these heroes on the side of Burden. Yeah, you could blow them up, but they also click so hard. But in a team fight, I definitely would say the Alliance have the by far and away stronger draft. But they need to force the team fight to happen. They need to outmaneuver Burden United. And if it comes to a high ground defense, then they still have the Gyrocopter ulti, they still have Witch Doctor, who's a great base defender. The Weaver Swarm can be decent, but he ideally should be pushing another lane. And well, I guess Drow Ranger doesn't give that much, and Visage Birds can also split push, I suppose. But, you know, they have a pretty rounded draft on Burden United, but it's just that their team fight is lackluster. Yes, yeah, I mean, as you said, in the lanes, obviously with that Drow, they should be coming out in top in terms of farm, arguably. Yeah, if Chen doesn't do what he needs to do, then they will come out on top of farm. But yesterday we saw Chen just destroy the mid lane and make sure that his own Morphling got 7.5k when the enemy Zeus had 3.6k. So it's not always just about what damage you have and what you can do in the one-on-one matchups. It's about rotations. So, and ES, we haven't even mentioned that, but ES rotations can also be devastating to any lane. And Lina is a great hero mid to gank for. She has all the damage in the world, so you can easily set up ganks with her, and she also brings a stun of her own, making it even harder for people. Absolutely. I mean, as soon as Zaka comes in and gets a troll trap on someone, they're going to be dead. Yeah, or even just small boulder creeps now. I kind of liked what he had yesterday, the combination of 2 boulder creeps, the small ones, and Clapper. Arguably, the troll could be better, but the boulder creeps are not terrible. Only thing is their projectile speed is really slow, so the enemy kind of runs away very far until you get them, so he could get on the tower. Indeed, and we are going to have this brief pause here. But looking at the drafts as well, in terms of if the game does decide to go late, I can't help but kind of just feeling and imagining that Pycat Sniper he's just going to stand on the back lines of the fight and chip away at pretty much everyone on Burden United. As long as they've got the control for the Weaver. Sniper is good against the Drow Ranger for sure because of your long range. Also very good against the Gyrocopter, I feel, because of your super long range once again. But the Visage Birds can still get on you. If they get on you, that could be trouble for him. And Chen is not the best at killing them. ES can't kill them at all. He can try and kill them himself, but then he might not be doing what he needs to do.
Beastmaster doesn't help him much, and then you have Lina. Lina pretty much can kill them really quickly though, but in teamfights, yeah.
We're going to see a smoke up here from the side of Burden United trying to abuse their very early game strength. And Aki's going to pop down a ward and he's going to be able to dispel it on Parish. The rest of the team are going to sit here. Beaver Knight leading forward. In goes Sing Sing here with a Shikuchi. Will spawn out Ake. He's trying to look for the body block in. He's finding it for the time being. Cast will connect. Can they get themselves in range? They've got a Grave Chill, and there will be the Fisher blocking them off. But Beaver Knight might be able to finish this one off, and Sing Sing does get himself first blood onto Ake. So as nice as the Fisher was, Sing Sing was in position, and that's the kind of start that Burden United are looking for with this kind of draft.
Yeah, that was interesting that he still managed to they still managed to get that kill there after Ake dropped the ward and started running back. But they do get a full block on the enemy jungle here as well. Very important to note. So maybe they want to do defensive lane then? They're still gonna go aggressive with that? If you block off the entire enemy jungle though, like Chen is for sure gonna head into your jungle. Unless he really wants to deward.
Well, indeed, and well, Loader and Pikecat, they've found Beaver Knight here, and he's going to have a Shikuchi in a second, so...
Yeah, he got the bounty rune as well.
They're looking for the light strike ray, won't find it. The Fisher will, and
they did see him in the
Loader,
end.
he's got a shrapnel, and Sing Sing, he hasn't got mana here for another Shikuchi. So he could be in a bit of trouble here. He's creating space, that's for sure. The second shrapnel comes down.
Kind of off mark, but he's still going to get them.
Yeah, and he will get Pete there by Loader. So it's going to be 1-1 so far, and I think this is going to be a good time for us to introduce the teams today. So Burden United versus Alliance. On the side of Burden at the moment, we are seeing this dual lane at the moment here on the top lane. Yarrick Man on the Witch Doctor, Paris on that Gyrocopter. We're going to see the Drow Ranger in the mid lane being played by Necroman, and of course that leaves both Weaver, Sing Sing, and of course Visage being played by Come With Me here in the safe lane. I'm ODPixel, I'm here joined by Wagger, and Wagger, do you want to tell us who's playing what on the side of Alliance this game and whereabouts they are?
Yeah, looking at mid lane right now, I just want to mention quickly that Loda did get the kill on Weaver there, running him down for such a long time, but he did also get zoned out late for the lane for such a long time that it was barely even worth it, not even a first blood as well. So pretty good start for the Drow Ranger there. But yes, Loda is going to play on the sniper. On bottom lane, we see Pikecat being really aggressive here with Lina. And he's backed up, of course, by fucking Mad, who had good fishers already in this game. Really good positioning. Ake playing the Chen in his own jungle, dewarding now and starting to farm up with his Wild Wing. Very good way to farm quickly on Chen. And Bulldog playing the safe lane, Beastmaster. So Alliance read that there's going to be an aggro try, and they just put Beastmaster top because he's pretty hard to dive. He has the board to slow the enemy down, and he's very tanky. Also has higher than average movement speed. But I'm kind of surprised Ake doesn't decide to just go into the enemy jungle and play from there, because you can land really sick ganks to mid lane from the jungle. I'm not so sure on the sniper mid as opposed to Lina mid here for them. But maybe it will work out.
This will come in handy.
I mean, I guess...
I guess they had to, after putting Beastmaster top, they kind of get forced into this. But it's not the easiest lane for the Chan to go in and be useful on.
We're going to see a sentry pop down here by Pikecat Sing Sing. Shikuchi himself just north of the side shop. Yeah. Pikat's hunting for him.
Fun to see that Ake is actually topping the CS chart after being blocked his entire jungle. So he didn't really bother much at all. Oh, they didn't block to medium. That's true. They put a weird ward there, preferring to have the vision and see what he's doing instead.
Oh, they've caught Beaver Knight here with the light strike and the Dragon Slave Matt there with the final punch. And again, you've got to be careful as this Weaver, because against the amount of burst damage that these two have, you're just going to get blown up.
Yeah, pretty sad to play Weaver against that combination. So I guess it could work out nicely for him in the end here. With the ES being there as well, helping out Lina. There's a tremendous amount of damage. So far, the lanes are pretty even, I would say. They're like, Weaver has died twice, but one was before Creep Spawn, and he also has some CS down here. I like that he plays aggressively though, rather than just sitting back on this lane. If Lina is allowed to zone you out, that's going to be worse than dying.
And as you said, in terms of CS, Sing Sing not having the best of times, but he's keeping himself up here with Pikecat on this Lina in the mid lane.
He smoked under the enemy ward here. Ake just smoked up because he has to gank right now. He has one clap more on his Hellbear, and he has the combination of a Hellbear and Troll. So mid is like very obviously the target. Necroman should know about this. And ES is also missing from bottom lane. So look at his positioning right now. He's just playing very safe.
And that early warding there from the side of Burden definitely paying off. If Necroman keeps himself safe, he's going to look for the block. And Ake, I think he realizes that it's been run board. And Maybe looking towards the top lane. Paris, at the moment, having a great time here. Pretty much out free farm, 25 CS, 4 minutes in. And Beastmaster not being able to do anything really to slow down this Gyro's farm.
No, there's no rune vision at all for Burden United. They put all their wards in Chen's jungle, so they can't really see what he's up to when he's not there. And right now they got a little bit of vision on him again, but he could be landing a gank here still. Question is if they have the damage to bring anyone down though. Like, they could
Gyro's
maybe, but
deep.
if the cask is there, yeah.
Look at Paris' positioning. He is well and truly going for it onto Bulldog. There's going to be the wraparound.
Oh, wow.
Barrage comes out. Bulldog's taking a fair bit of damage here, and he might even go down. Is Paris going to fall first? He's looking for it. Oh,
and the salve doesn't even get cancelled. He's going to regen up fully as well here.
Perfectly calculated there.
Yeah, that was perfectly calculated. Well, I say regen up fully, it only gets half his HP up, but still very nice play there. Seemed like Burden United were on completely different ends of it though, because you had one guy tower diving and the other guy doing a pull. So you were not really ready for any form of response from the side of Alliance. It just didn't seem like Yarkman was on the same page as Paris there.
Indeed, and well, in terms of item builds coming out, obviously the phase boots onto Jai, looks to build into the Aquila. On Sing Sing's Weaver at the moment, he's got a fair bit of money saved up. Is this a game where we're going to see the Weaver pick up a Midas and go for it? Oh, he might go down here.
He's dead. Yeah.
He's very dead. Come with me. He's trying to find a return kill onto Pycat here, but Mad, he's coming in with the punches, and they might be able to find Visage as well, and they will do indeed. That is the entire bottom lane being wiped off.
That's really strange to watch. I don't know why he ran in. I don't think he saw him pop the salve or something, because the Lina was on so high HP and he looked like he was trying to get the kill with just one right click from the Visage. He didn't have anything else to offer. Top lane, again, a dive here onto Bulldog. This time, no Chen there to bail him out, so he does dive. And this time also two guys tower diving.
Yes, yeah, it always helps out when there's not just one of them going for it.
As for Weaver though, well, he did go for the Aquila into Bottle here.
Okay.
Bottle is really useful. You can quickly run and check the runes. I was going to say you could also go like...
Necroman, he's in trouble. There's going to be the Fisher and the slow for the Shrapnel. There's your Assassinate as well. Is going to be enough damage?
He's fine.
Oh, nice.
You could also go for something similar to what Drow Ranger is doing, just multiple Wraith Bands, maybe a Bracer as well on the Weaver. Like, stat-heavy builds are really good. Seems he's going to go for the Belt of Strength here, so going into Power Treads next. But yeah, he needs to get his HP up so he's not an instant kill, because there's Beastmaster and there's Lina, and there's also the Fisher into Assassinate. There are some combinations that, as long as you live through them, you'll be good. And Weaver can quickly reset his HP if he lives through the burst. But
it's going to be hard now
tank
because
up.
Pycat's hit level 6 now, has the blade.
Yeah, exactly. That lane is just very, very difficult to play. Just one Q from Lina right now, and you're already in a very dangerous HP zone. So harassment should be coming out. He's looking for a kill, actually. He's trying to hide Pycat. Aggressive play.
We're going to see in the mid lane as well, a potential gank looking for Necroman, and they're going to find the Fisher. In comes the Chen Creeps from the backside as well, whilst Loader chips away.
Yeah,
and Ake will be able to find the kill.
Gonna secure that one. I love the attack animation of the Satire Tormentor. It just kind of clubs them down, you know? Yeah. It's like, that one's mine.
Oh, 6 for 2. I mean, Alliance definitely seem to kind of be dominating the laning segment. Still the plus for the side of Burden United is they have got this Gyrocopter who is sitting at top of the farm in terms of CS, and
it's topping up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if you're topping the farm quite a bit on your Gyrocopter, like, any draft with Visage and Rao kind of relies on winning laning stage really hard by that aura. If you're not winning the laning stage hard, it's kind of hard to play out the game. Like, that's how I normally feel. Visage and Drow has been a combination forever. Like, it's one of the older combinations. So, I don't know. Most games, even if you have like a 10k net worth lead, it's not rare to see teams struggle.
Pycat is going to walk into Yankman, who has got the Death Ward, but he hasn't actually got enough mana for it, as he's opted to use the Voodoo Restoration here to keep himself alive, actually, from the harassment from Pycat. Takes a Soul Assumption to the face. Will find the Light Drag Rain, they're going on to Yarak. Oh, the Voodoo Restoration! It pays off.
Yeah, it's healing quite a bit, actually. He has 2 points into it, and he was fighting for so long that the 24 HP per second there was doing so much work. Poor Pycat couldn't really burst quicker as well, of course, because there was, you know, a lot of stuff going down. Everyone just punching him. He had to run to the side there. Tough scenario for him. Sadly, this time the Fisher couldn't really help him out enough to secure a kill. Yes, is closing up on level 6. Very, very close. And he's having a very good start on Shaker this game, 2-0-3.
Classic.
Soul Ring and Tranquils already, so this is almost guaranteeing that he will have pretty early Blink Dagger. When you have these items, you can just spam farm with Fisher and start getting your items up. At some point, you just free up a lane for Shaker and he farms it. So, very good start indeed for Alliance.
Ake now with the Arcanes complete, and Mad and Pycat just hanging around here on this bottom lane. Come with me making the pulls while Sing Sing continuing to try and find the farm.
He's doing really well though. Like he's higher CS than Lina. So even though Lina has found, you know, kills on this lane and Weaver has died 3 times, he's still keeping up. He's getting his levels. He's level 8, so he's in fact out-leveling Lina as well. And all he needs to do is get farmed so they can do something. Oh, mid. They're actually smoking in, I believe.
Death Ward's committed for this one as well. The Hand of God isn't going to save Loader. As Loader goes down, Necroman's able to escape as he was getting very, very low. But again,
I don't even think that was a smoke, actually. Oh, behind, though. Beastmaster ran in. Nice push with the ulti there.
Brilliant Echo Slam there, holding Paris and Yarick Man in place. Paris will go down. Loader's there, looking for the Assassinate, and they will find it as well. That buyback is certainly paying off. I mean, Alliance obviously lose the Earthshaker. They lost Pycat, and they did lose Sniper once, so...
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to pick up the tower here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sending away the entire Chen army. I think he should push with it. Just quicker bring down this. I guess he's just looking for better creeps right now. He did find it in the Centaur. But I think he should have been pushing there. They're going to defend this now.
Yeah, with the Grave Chill onto Ake and the Familiar Stuns as well. Sing Sing's rotated in and they'll be able to find the kill here onto Ake, so...
I think that was really awkward. Like, a Weaver and a Visage alone held the tower push from 4 heroes now just because of that. And the entire Chen army, if they just stayed on the tower, there's no way they're going to fend them away from it. So it kind of gave away an easy control there. And that's what you need to do as well. You need to get the kills and translate it into something. A little bit of a miss for Alliance here.
There'll be a cooldown onto Pycat here. It doesn't look like Paris wants to dive. The Yarick Man was coming in, has got the Death Ward. Mad, he's coming in as well.
Oh, he almost locked him in.
Yarick Man's in a lot of trouble here. Pycat does have the Laguna Blade available.
He has a lot of Magic Wand charges and is healing. He also has an urn. He has 3 points into a heal now, so he's definitely not going down unless he bursts very quickly. And the cask did disrupt the Lina from just throwing everything at once. And here's a very quick Roshan attempt from
Do you think they can get away with this, Wagner?
I think so. I think so. There's not too great vision into the Burden United jungle, so they can't really be too sure what Ranger is doing. He could just as well have been on Ancients right now. The birds have not been microed until now. The bird shows it, but it's kind of late.
They might look for the steal here. Necroman's committing. He's committing. He wants it. He will get it. There's going to be a roll from Bulldog onto Paris as the side of Alliance tried to fight. They found Come With Me, and they do bring him down. They are going to be able to find the cooldown Paris onto the creeps, trying to slow down the aggression from Alliance. And Pycat, who gets silenced up now by the Gust, will fall. They'll be an assassinate to Necroman. They'll have the stuns here with the Centaurs to control him. It's a 2-for-1, maybe a 3-for-1 if Sing Sing can't get himself away. He's trying to secure out. He will find it, but there's a Death Ward from the high ground. He's actually going to be stopped as Yarick Man realizes he needs to run away from Loader.
Pretty good scramble here, though, by Burden United. They managed to get away with just losing... Well, they lost the Dry Ranger twice, right? And Visage died. So basically, the 2 guys who went for Roshan, they punished for it. But they also got They got Roshan experience and gold. They got the Lina killed. So I would still call this a win for Burden United for sure. And they were slightly farming on the side lanes as well during that.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, in terms of net worth as well at the moment, both Jaro and Weaver, Sing Sing, and of course Paris, they're top of the board at the moment.
Yeah, they are. So it's starting to look a little bit better now for side of Radiant, but you're still not really hitting that peak. When the Necro 3 comes up from Alliance on Beastmaster, and when they have the entire mech completed on Chen, that's when you really have a hard time stopping the Death Ball. But for now, the laning stage is not too bad for Radiant, and they could maybe play the split push game. And until Beastmaster's, boots travel, there's not too many ways to stop the split push.
And throws out a Fisher, will catch both Sing Sing and Come With Me.
They're actually just contesting mid lane because they felt they had a little bit of an opening there, the enemy healing.
Bottom lane, Pycat could be in trouble. The cooldown slow will catch him, and in comes Paris here with a Rocket Barrage. Pycat has got the Light Strike Array. He has got a Mango if he wants to use the Laguna Blade. And he's just going to back himself out, doesn't want to fight there. Fisher from Mad, not going to catch anyone.
Yeah, he can't really burst the Visage like that, because Visage blocks so much of the damage with his Great Cleavers. You have to hit him several times.
Eats the Mango, will pop the Laguna, but it isn't enough to bring down Visage. And now with Pycat down, Loda might be in trouble as well, as both Beaver Knight and Paris are going for this. They're going to find it, and, well, Burden United, they're definitely coming into this game now, 14 minutes in.
Yeah, they definitely are. Really nice play by them. They're trying to do something with it as well, bringing down a tier 1 tower here, and no real trade being had mid. They're trying to get a kill here with army of Chen creeps going behind, but Necroman having nothing of that. So really nice execution by Burden United. Lina tried to do the ulti there on Gravekeeper.
Yes,
and he had 4 charges of it when she did it. So he had about 45% resistance or something against it. That's when you really cry for your Aghanims. If she had Aghanims, of course, that would be an easy kill, but I'd expect that already.
Well, in terms of farm, we see both sides continue to try and find something top lane. You've got Beastmaster and Mad trying to push this lane down, trying to find some action onto a tier 1 of their own. Mad, at the moment, still pretty good at progression in terms of gold. He's 1,200 gold on his way to the Blink Dagger, so if he keeps this up, we'll still see a pretty decent timing on the Earthshaker support Blink Dagger.
I mean, anything before like 25 or 30 minutes in is still a very decent timing. So you can even get it at that time and still have played a good game. Sometimes you don't need to get the blink early. You just need to be there for the for the ganks to make sure your team is not dying. But he's been part of 10 out of their 11 kills. So he's really been at the right place.
Look at the damage from Sing Sing. It's pretty relevant at the moment. It's already brought down Pycat.
He has max level on the Geminate attack as well, so just 3 seconds to replicate the attack. And the change is quite big that you fire it 0.25 seconds after your first attack instead of when the attack lands is actually kind of relevant because you burst people a lot faster with this. And it triggers faster when you go on someone. So really big top lane. Come with me, gets picked off. He was pretty aggressively there, but a little bit too far out and just got caught out by Alliance.
And we see Paris, of course, on the gyro, working towards his BKB now. And Mech is still on the menu for Ake. He's closing in on the recipe on the side of Alliance. And Loda now with the Morbid Mask. I mean, does he go for the full-out Mask of Madness here, or is this just going to be a casual mask? Because against Zeroes like the Weaver...
I think you have to go Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
Like, if you go for the Morbid Mask, I think you have to upgrade it on him.
Sing Sing's got a Deso 16 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean, it is cheaper now, but that's amazing farm. Yeah. Considering his lane, he has played really well. And not just he, but the supports on the side of Burden United have done well in giving him these kills as well. Some of them he starts to find on his own now onto Elina, like last one. But just good play overall. Communication seems to be there in most of the times for Burden. And Desolator being cheaper is a massive thing for heroes like Weaver. It's good for TA as well. The 10 damage doesn't matter much at all compared to the gold reduction, in my opinion. I mean, ultra late game, you're still going to change your Desolator into something else, so it's not like you're losing much value on a gear cap.
I mean, just the fact that, well, we're going to see Lodi has got the Mask of Madness now, but Sing Sing with the Desolator, you've got to be so careful where you're standing on that sniper because the Weaver is going to blow you up.
Oh, if Weaver gets on you, you will die as a sniper in this game, and that might even make it relevant to go for some positioning item on Weaver. After a BKB, maybe you could go for a Blink Dagger. Blink BKB can just hunt the sniper, but that's if they believe sniper is the key to winning.
Paris is going to get caught out here by the rotation from Pycat and Ake, and they will blow him down. Bourdon finding the kill there with the axes, but now with the cask and the Death Ward, they're doing a fair bit of damage. It's not going to be enough to bring Bourdon down. And, well, the fight will continue. There's a massive amount of Ancients here for them to contest.
So many creeps, and both teams could kill it, so they're really fighting for this. I mean, you have the Axis, and you have the right tech from Sniper with Mask of Madness as well as Lina. So Alliance could definitely take this, and they want it so badly. D-warding and Necro 3 already helping out here. They're going to try and go for it. Gyro still being down for 17 seconds. Look at all the creeps.
This is a lot of gold going to the side of Alliance if Burden United can't do anything. And I mean, it really looks from their positioning, they just know that if they try and do something, they're going to be having to pay with people's lives there.
Yeah, they're trying to go in, and Yarkman actually went a little bit too close here. Going to get picked off as well, and it doesn't seem they can find an opening despite that. Good positioning by Alliance here. This is, like, very hard to break. Sniper with his long range can stand on the low ground here and farm. 10 creeps just helping out to tank the Ancients, and of course the occasional axis from Beastmaster. That was a big steal. And that can hurt you, like, sure, it's quite a bit of golden experience. It's a lot of it, actually. But it can hurt you even more, like, emotionally in a game when you've been working hard for getting these stacks, and then suddenly you feel like the enemy has taken so much from you. It can stop your progress. But I think Burden United is still in a good place. They have an extremely greedy lineup. They have like a try-carry with a Visage and Drow alongside it. So it's kind of a 4-carry strat, I would say. You split the farm between the 3 farmers here, and you'll see. I think it's a good way to deal with Beastmaster, because you have so many important heroes. In a sense, you don't have all your money on one guy. So I think they definitely have the tools to win this game if they just keep pressuring Alliance. But if they just give up map control right now and Alliance manage to get the Aegis, that would be terrible for them.
I mean, against a side like Alliance, where they do have the Laguna Blade and, of course, the ROG, do you reckon Sing Sing might want to go back for a Lincoln Sphere this game?
I still think...
BKB straight up would be better?
I think you kind of want the BKB still. Even with that, I mean, you could go for Lincolns for sure. It's definitely not a bad item, but the fact that you can just buy BKB and then run in on a Earthshaker and do whatever you want probably gets picked up here.
Yeah, they've found him, they've scouted him out with the Hawk. He's going to be taken down here by the Dragon Slave from Lina and Alliance. They're also able to find themselves that tier 1 in the mid lane with everyone here.
Pretty good setup as well.
They could go for more, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could probably. Pretty good setup as well with the Vision and then just Fissure into Ensnare creep. And of course, having 3 Centaurs, like that guy is not leaving, you know, he could take forever killing him. He's still gonna get him. And they are gonna back and try to defend this. They're kind of relying on catching someone then. They have a blink. Or maybe they just want to check Roshan again. It could be up by this time, of course. The players do not know this, so they need to keep their attention. Seems they would just want to control this area. They're gonna scout it out a little bit here now.
I'm not going to quite find anything, but still 20 minutes in, 15 to 11. Fairly even between the sides. We did see that kind of turnaround point around the Ancients, and after that, obviously, Alliance finding the favourable momentum, but still definitely a game that Burden United can come back into with this draft.
Yeah, definitely. But Alliance, if they keep doing good rotations like that, the smoke gang that worked out beautifully for them, that's it's going to be what could beat Burden United here as well. And Burden United are reading that maybe it's a Roshan right now, so they're going aggressive, pushing top lane, split pushing a lot, expecting to get like a tier 2 tower for Roshan maybe. But they don't know 100% as well. So just playing pretty defensively here, but now fucking mad with his Blink Dagger here. They do have to respect this. They haven't seen it yet, I believe. Oh no, they actually saw it top.
He's going to back himself up. He's got 2.5k gold in at the moment. Where's an illusion? And they throw. The Arak was nearly going to pop down the Death Ward there, but they realized in time that that was, of course, an illusion from Pycat.
Pretty trigger happy there, but of course the Gyro cooldown is very low cooldown, so that's fine. They're farming the Visage as well. Like split pushing and split farming is the name of the game here for Burden United, so they need to just keep doing that. Pycat just going for this chain stun here. Stump, stump, stump.
And we'll get all the creeps out as well, yeah. Just a little bit of harassment, obviously doing a significant amount of damage to this tier 2 on at the bottom lane.
I mean, that was a huge change to Chen when they made it so he can recall all of his creeps to himself without even being there.
I loved that when he read that.
Yeah. I actually talked to him about it, and he was, he was super happy.
Yeah.
And I talked to him before that as well. I talked to him in the old patch, like 6.82, I think I had a long talk to him. Yeah, it was DreamHack Winter, so it's a while ago. I talked to him about Chen and Enchantress and their place in the game back then, and he was so sad because he was like, yeah, it's good early on, sort of, but there are some better heroes early on even, and later on your creeps are just so useless. It takes forever to build a new army and you can't really save them always. So he really has what he wanted now. Feels like his prayers were heard.
Looking at the items as well coming out from Alliance, we're seeing Loader. He's very close to picking up the Maelstrom, and also, as Weapons was pointing out, on the Chen. We have got this 1,860 gold at the moment. He's got enough to finish off the Guardian Greaves. Is there a situation where you want to be spending that money to finish it off when you've got loads of item slots free, or do you never really want to be putting those items together? And is there better things to look for first? I
mean, yeah, that's actually a big question, because some games you definitely need items like Force Staff, Gold Scepter, Glimmer Cape. There are so many good alternatives, right? But Guardian Greaves gives you a lot. Like when someone goes low HP, they turn deceptively tanky. With the extra armor they get, the extra regen they get, it's really big. Also, you remove the mana cost completely, so you don't have to worry about the mana cost for the mech when you cast the boots, the mech boots, whatever you call them, the Guardian Greaves. So it could be big for some heroes to have, you know, a more hurting mana pool. But we'll see what he actually opts to go for. I think it's probably not the best to upgrade this early for Chen, at least.
Yeah.
Now he has some other items, like possibly just working straight away to the Aghanims and getting the big creeps in, get the HP creep.
AK likes the armor
Could be, yeah, exactly. The Golem is amazing to have. The Dragon and the Lizard, not so much, but the Granite Golem giving extra HP to your team is so huge. Like 15% HP aura is, you know, it's hard to say, to not want that, you know.
Yeah, indeed, and well, looking on
Kinda
the
helps
side,
your siege
a Bird
to aggro.
as well. I mean, Visage closing in on the Ags. He's got enough to pick up the penultimate part. Still needs to get the point boost on top of that, but it's not going to be a bad timing for the.
Yeah, he went for the brown boots into Medallion. Medallion, like, super necessary. They went for the Roshan and so on, and it just helps you farm quite a bit as well. If you have your birds near yourself and you try to farm something and Medallion at first. But yeah, he almost has the full Aghanims, and when he does, he could kill off like Shaker on his own if he finds him. He could kill off the Sniper potentially if he flies in from behind and no one else is really ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, in the fights, do you think that's going to be maybe one of the priorities to get the Familiars just chain stunning up Lotus so he can't get the damage
I
out?
think they're going to kill. I don't even think they're going to
easy.
chain stun that much unless... Yeah, in some scenarios where you have the Weaver or Drow Ranger in there hitting, but the birds on their own could deal tons of damage with a Drow Ranger in your team and Aghanims up. So don't underestimate his potential to just straight off kill someone. Even Lina, very, very squishy hero in this game. She has 3 armor, 1000 HP. Like, the birds will hurt, man.
Oh, and looking at how's Witch Doctor doing on the side of Burden United? What's he got? Has he got anything near an Axe? Nice. He's still pretty much playing that fifth. Necroman's got a helm though.
He's been the sacrificial support. He's been the one buying most of the stuff. So he just, you know, at least he got his urn very quickly and his magic wand, and that helped him against Lina many times in the early game.
Yeah.
And the new magic wand helps maybe the supports most of all, that it's more cost effective now in its build up, and that you don't, you know, spend money on bad stuff. Bad stuff. So it's easier to build and make use of. Bottom tower gonna be denied here by the Radiant.
Oh, the birds coming out. They're closing in on Shaker.
Still have some guests here in their jungle.
They do, yes, but not looking to spell them out. And Mads are going to hang around here. There's no Radiant Vision either in the jungle as well. In fact, the only Radiant Vision at the moment is in the Dire jungle. So actually, it's pretty much the same case for the Dire. They've just got their wards out in the Radiant jungle.
They did see Sniper though, so that's a little bit of a tell. Like, okay, they're not going to be 5 at least. And right now, they just want to get out on every lane and split push. They're farming bottom with the Visage Birds. They're pushing top with Necroman. And they're just trying to, you know, see if they can hold Alliance in a stalemate right now. A stalemate is going to be a win for Burden every single time. If you go into ultra... Not even ultra late, like if you go into 45 minutes or so, Burden United has the better heroes for sure. But of course, teamfight is always going to be relevant.
We're going to see the side of Alliance here attempt to Roshan. There is
Oh, Yarok, man.
He's in a lot of trouble.
The
The message from the low ground though. Loaded will just fire off the
old headshot, where you at? It's gone. Missing out on that old headshot, but they know exactly what's up at least. That's all they really need. We have the Weaver pushing on the mid lane. They also managed to take the top tower with Drow Ranger, who managed to push all the way up there. He also went for the drums as well as Aquila here. Just need to see him go for these combinations.
Oh, and we do see, well, Echo Slam playing straight away there to catch out Weaver.
Echo Slam jump in. Totally worth for Alliance. Like, you don't need to hold any ulti. Like, any single ulti for a kill at this point is great for them. Because, you know, there's no team fights being initiated by Burden United. And just because Echo Slam is down, you're not going to see Burden United suddenly group up. Well, maybe SP too soon, but I don't think they're going to group up and just go. It's still too risky to take the fight against Alliance in their Necro book. They have the travels now finished up in Beastmaster. He's quite farmed now. Blink, Necro 3, and Boost Travel at 24 minutes. After our top lane, that was him against the dual lane. So, well farmed on Beastmaster and Weaver in this game in particular. Jaro had a little bit of a safer lane, so him having so high farm is, you know, more expected.
Well, if we actually have a look at Ake, was that was the Greaves animation, wasn't it? He did. No, it wasn't. Nah,
he just used both of them.
Stuff,
yeah, he used the Arcane and the mech. The animation on the Greaves is really cool, though.
It is, isn't it?
That's a good reason to just upgrade
Just a
them.
little green and blue ribbon.
Yeah. First time I saw it, I was like, whoa, That's really nice. I should be a support player. Maybe that's why we see, you know, Illidan buy the mech. He wants to have the Greaves. That's what he really wants. Luna.
Yeah, Guardian Greaves Luna.
New meta.
5 strat. Absolutely.
That's some new meta. They smoke up again here on the side of Alliance. You have to make these smokes work because now they have CD for 9 minutes and they don't have any more smokes. So last smoke for another 9. If they don't get anything out of this, that would be absolutely terrible.
Bulldog leading the way into the jungle here.
I did see Necroman and did not reveal his own. Oh, he blinked it, but I didn't see her immediately. This team is actually too far anyway. I don't think they could have gone there. Zina doesn't have blink yet. They could have blinked there with a shaker, but I don't think he would die then. Oh, so they didn't manage to get a pick off in the end, and they're just, once again, getting ratted. This is Alliance having a taste of their own medicine, really. Sniper making short work of the birds, at least.
And
the fact that they only take 3 hits now is amazing compared to the 4. 4 was just, that was bullshit.
Back into place, hasn't it?
Yeah. No, they were like immortal, it felt like. If you were not Sniper, you pretty much could not kill them.
Oh, we're on to Paris here indeed.
Very ambitious.
But the Necro units as well, bringing him low, bringing the mana straight out of him, but it's not the follow-up damage, and maybe they can turn this round. Sing Sing is going to be able to juke out the Fisher. He's looking for his target, but Bulldog, he should be able to blink just out and keep himself safe.
He's going to be just fine there. And the good thing that ES ran away as well. As he has the gem, you don't want to lose this at all against Weaver. It can be really hard to keep the vision against the Weaver if you only have sentry wards. And Dust even harder as he can spell that by his ulti. So going into this gem pretty early is a good build.
There. I mean, with the ultimate orb on Weaver, do you imagine it is just going to be the straight up Lincolns?
Oh, it should be just the Lincolns. I mean, I guess Lina and the Beastmaster, it's pretty neat to have it. And there's not a great single target to cancel the Lincolns as well. ES can't cancel it in a single way. When they get 4 staffs, they can do that to cancel the Lincolns and burst, but already becomes more difficult. It gives the time to react. All you need is that little time to press R as Weaver, and you can reset.
You're safe, you're good. It's going to be a push now.
Kind of want him to go for like Lincolns into Aghanims or something, because you have the damage from the Drow already. Your team doesn't need a bunch of damage. You don't have to build it, you have it innately. And it gives 390 HP, so plenty of HP from it, and then you can also save teammates and lower cooldown.
Oh, Witch Doctor, there's no saving him as Yarrick Man gets absolutely wiped away there. And I think, as she said, I mean, Bulldog, he's found come with me. There's going to be a Rowan to come with me. They do have the familiars, and look at the damage. The hand of God will keep him up, but I mean, that damage is it too much for a farmed Beastmaster as well? You know, he's
really strong on the Beastmaster. He has 1500 HP and he has 10 armor. So the fact that he went down that quickly shows the power. And meanwhile, Pycat gets picked off as well here. And Loda is going to be hunted down as well. He has the Aegis, but it doesn't... Oh, will it matter? Yes, looking for it.
He'll find the Fisher by and Loda sometime, but with the damage from Sing Sing, there's no saving Sniper.
You never want to have a Weaver on you as a Sniper. You never want to have a Weaver on you in general, but as a Sniper, God, that's just a world of hurt.
I mean, with the Desolator and of course with the Drower as well, Sing Sing is just absolutely punching.
Yeah, he is. And a lot of it goes to the fact that he managed to farm in bottom lane despite it being such an aggressive lane from Alliance. So without, you know, him farming that high of a CS on that troublesome lane, he wouldn't be that impressive now. Very nicely. Like just the ultimate orb alone allows you to play a little bit more aggressively, having that higher HP, always having strength threads when needed as well. Running around comfortably on 1400.
BKB now picked up on Gyrocopter. I mean, as we were saying, if Beaver Knight, if Sing Sing of course does go for the Aghanims, very nice against a side that has the Raw and the Laguna Blade. Obviously, huge amounts of burst damage and lockdown. You're able to pop the time lapse onto one of your teammates who gets shut down by that, and you're easily saving a life that was almost certainly gone. Oh
yeah, I think it's very possible to go for that. I think it's really strong, especially in a game like this. Like, why wouldn't you want to?
I mean, he does enough damage anyway at the time.
Yeah, I mean, we always see him have damage that is way past what he needs at this point. So having the Lincoln Sphere for some survivability, I wouldn't blame him though if he just goes into, you know, BKB on top of it so ES can't do anything against him, or if he wants to go for Blink Dagger, MKB. MKB is amazing on Weaver, Daedalus as well. So, I mean, there are so many good alternatives. hell, even a heart, you know, so that you just don't die at all. Question is how much you're going to use your ulti. Is it often enough that it's going to pay off? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel when it comes down to these team fights, it's going to be all down to the positioning on Alliance. They've obviously got the blink on the Beastmaster, the Lina, and on the Earthshaker. So it's up to these three cores really to get themselves in and to control the heroes, obviously like the Weaver and like the Drow. I mean, the Familiars are always going to be an issue. We're seeing how much damage that they can do to the heroes on Alliance. It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out.
He needs to have really good micro with it, though, because if Visage sends in his birds too early at any point, then we could just as well see the sniper just shoot them down from far away. If he goes Mjolnir as well on top of his Mask of Madness, he will hit, you know, so quickly that the birds just die before they even arrive. Aggressive play up here on top lane as well. But it comes down to initiation and how you take the fight. Obviously, if you have a Shaker in your team, you could win any single team fight if the enemy messes up. But Burning United, I think they're in the easier spot right now, despite the 13-19 score.
Indeed, they've got all 5 members here in the Dire jungle at the moment and up on the top lane. Maybe seeing if they could have an attempt here at trying to break the base. Obviously, Sing Sing with the completed Lincoln Sphere.
I think they're going to run, unless Alliance pushes mid, they're going to just run away. Like, this is just trying to force the opponent. And if they don't go here, this tower is going to fall really quickly. Like, they need to respect the damage output from Burning United. So Alliance is heading up here. Now, I think Burning United need to know what's up. No one is pushing mid.
Middle tower is under attack.
Let's see, Alliance, they're going to be able to catch up the side of Burning United. There's going to be the Linkers popped onto the United. Paris pops the BKB and he's just going to try and fight this one. There'll be a Come With Me Soul Assumption onto Load, and the right clicks from Necroman will just destroy the sniper. Echo Slam on Beaver Knight trying to hold Sing Sing in place, but they don't have the control. He'll still be able to time-lapse here. Mag getting low. He goes down as well. They've lost 2 heroes. They might be losing Ake as well as the Frost Arrow connects. He's being slowed down. He's trying to deny himself there to the pool camp. It's not going to work. 3 heroes down on the side of Alliance.
They're just going ham as well. This Rack's already taking so much damage. It's halfway down already.
And wow, it's going to go. There's nothing that Alliance can do to stop this. They've got no
I think
buybacks.
this is 2 lanes, like, for sure. They have no buybacks at all, so this could be... This could even be a clean base wipe. Like, they hit really hard. Look at how fast this base is melting.
This is, I mean, I kind of feel, as you were saying earlier, it's all attributing to the fact that Sing Sing, he got crushed at the start. You know, he gave away a few early kills, but he really came back into the game, and he is pretty much the nightmare for Alliance at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, good call here by Radiant. Gonna back out. They probably called that Roshan should be up. Let's just go take that. If we take Roshan, we're gonna be good. They find a triple stack as well on Ancients here.
Oh, a bit of revenge.
Even more stolen. Yeah, this is karma. This is justice right here. Like, all the creeps. And looking at net worth, their greedy draft, the 3 carries they drafted are the top 3 net worth in the game.
And that's when you know your draft's working.
That's, yeah. I wouldn't say it's necessarily only their draft working. They have played this so well that, you know, I think their draft could easily be punished.
Look how rich Visage is.
Yeah.
Look how much money he's got on him.
Yeah, he's been punching, like, a lot. He's been hitting them pretty... I think more noteworthy as well is the fact that Pycat from the off lane that he had, sure, it's an aggressive lane and so on, but CS wasn't really there.
No.
You aren't a solo hero as well, because you had ES there, leeching experience. If you're solo mid Lina, we've seen Pycat repeatedly snowball and get beyond godlike, you know, similar scores. But from offlane, it's just hard to get the items up quick enough. He had a Eul Scepter forever in this game and no Blink Dagger. Just couldn't seem to find kills. Also no Aghanims in a game where he really desperately needs it.
And Sing Sing now has got the BKB as well. So I mean, with the BKB and of course with the Lincoln Sphere as well, he's also got the Vladimir's offering aura from Yarrick Man on the Witch Doctor, who's picked himself up. Obviously the Vlad. It's I don't see how you're killing this Weaver. I mean, you've got the Roar obviously, but even then, it's doubtful that you're going to be able to get the physical damage onto him to bring him down.
Yeah, true. Vladimir's very good pickup in aura strat like Drow Ranger. Just adding on to your high-hitting heroes, the lifesteal for even range heroes now is very nice. So we some beautiful picture play right here.
Yes, indeed.
Slideshow Dota.
We're just showing you our favorite frames from the upcoming team fight. So apologies for this, we are experiencing.
Yes, this is actually our PowerPoint presentation. We call it Dota 2.
Yes.
Suggestion for a nice new up-and-coming game.
Anyway, Necroman, he's able to get Roche. He gets Aegis. There you go. Tier 2 goes down.
In a flash, you would say.
Deleted.
Yeah,
what was that?
Push.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what is going?
Oh,
What?
this is yeah.
It was massive.
Kind of exciting. Everyone just standing still in awe, actually. Yeah. Just the sniper Maelstrom looks so much more fascinating when he doesn't even have to hit.
It really does. Oh, hello, Necroman.
All about initiation at this point. Good stun by Lina. Making sure no one blinks in there. Birds. Casually hanging, threatening the tower.
Oh, hello.
New positions.
The birds are dead.
They died. They were out of position.
No, they resummoned.
Yeah.
Resummoned. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. And yeah, anyone's game right now. Surely. This could be over in just a few frames, actually.
Yes, about 5, I'd say.
GG any minute now.
Here we go. This is frame 2. Yeah, they're going to go in for round 2, I think. Do you think Bird and United go back into the base here?
I think Burden back out. Yeah, they have money to spend, don't they? Let's check their current golds. Where's their... there we go, the current gold. Okay, they don't have money to spend. Maybe they push.
They're good to go.
Maybe they push. But it's hard to tell.
Look at this graph.
Yeah.
Look at the net worth graph.
That's very disgusting. They took the entire base and Roshan, you know? Like
oh, yeah. That's, that's going to give you a bit of a swing.
They took a team fight and 2 lanes immediately. Yeah, gave quite a bit of gold. I think it's been 5 now. And,
here we go. They're going to start pushing.
Dire's
They've all lined up. They're ready to go here.
The Hellcall is running for his life. It's one of those nightmares when you're stuck. You know, you're running, but you can't go anywhere. Yeah.
Oh, look, the Familiar's doing that with Necroman. It's brought it down low. There's going to be a cooldown.
Hitting twice.
1, 2. Yeah, there we go. It kills a few creeps.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
The mouse. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Necroman just taking it to the face.
He's not even taking any damage.
No.
Oh, there's Mad. Look at that. Doing a little bit of a Spanish dance there.
And we see 2 kills here.
Oh, Lina's
he did
dead.
die. Yeah, he died. ES is dead. He doesn't even know it yet.
Someone's won.
And
I hear the victory music.
That's. I would assume it's Radiant.
Who's won?
Yeah, probably.
Is this premature victory music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think G.
And
G
just like that, any frame now.
Yes.
There we go.
Wow, I can't believe how much happened then. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Look, there we go. They've fixed it already. Fantastic renovation there from the Dire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he fell into the pit. The Chen.
Oh, the Chen's in there.
Yeah, Chen fell into the pit.
Oh, what is it? This pit is massive.
Yeah, what?
My goodness. I've never seen a hole that big. Anyway, Burden United, they do win the first game.
Oh my god, he's down there.
Is that, can we move the camera?
Move the camera.
Yeah, script.
Use the scroll wheel, you noob.
No, we can't do it when the scoreboard's open, can you?
You can, I can. Look, I should be a spectator.
That's unlocked when you're 6K.
Look at this. Oh shit.
Not reached that.
Yeah, Ake was stuck in the pits of hell right there.
Is he, where is he?
He's like there.
Oh, goodness.
You can't even see him anymore. Despawned, I think. He fell in there.
Ake's dead.
So deep.
Rip Ake. Anyway, well, Rip Alliance. I mean, that game, Burden United, they were pretty strong.
Yeah.
What went wrong for Alliance there?
What went wrong is that they didn't manage to convincingly win any lane really hard, and they had Chen. Like, it feels like that's kind of how it has to go. You have to win one lane extremely hard so that you can, you know, get an entrance point to starting your push. You need to take towers. I kind of question what they did, though. They had the mid tower for sure. Like, no way they don't get the tower.
Then Ake goes to the jungle.
Visage and a Weaver solo defended against 4 heroes. Yeah, he also weird, uncharacteristic misplay by Ake running away from what I feel is like the actual objectives as a Chen. It's not really always the kills. It's about taking map control. When you have map control, if you have a Beastmaster in your team, that means global ganks and the enemy starts, you know, getting shut in. It has a very traumatizing effect on the poor enemy team, but they didn't get to that point at all.
Absolutely not. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the first game of the first series of the day. We'll be back for game 2 between Alliance and Burden very, very shortly. But first of all, I'm going to send Wagger back over to the analysts. And he's going to be joining Shane and Shiva to give you some insight onto the game. So I hope you're thinking of beautiful things to say, Wagger.
Oh yeah, that's all I did.
Off you go.
During this cast.
I'll sit here on my own.
All right.
But we'll see you guys later after the break. Catch you guys soon.